this is what it's come to. Quarantine is clearly the only thing that can happen that would make us want to make a video for you guys, because we don't like you. We're just going to be honest with you. All you guys that have watched the How to Suck Your Own Dick video, we don't like you. It's like,
all the people who think that it's a tutorial, we especially don't like or respect you.
Dude, it's not even their fault though. It's like,
No.
the video's called How to Suck Your Own Dick.
Yeah, as soon as that hits 1 million views, I hope you know I'm taking that shit down.
Dude, that's what I proposed we did like 2 years ago.
Ugh.
As soon as it hit like 100K and it kept picking up, I'm like, dude, a million
Yeah,
views.
it's a
and then
shame
need
we
put a
had to
stop
take it off
this.
for a couple months. Probably would have been there already, but you know, it is what it is.
Oh, for sure, dude. It's been down for a while now. Yeah, for you guys who don't know, Noah made the video unlisted for probably like 4 months because he was using the channel for like resumes or something like that.
Oh god, I wasn't using the channel. Have you seen all the dumb shit on there? No, I was using I just had some of the graphics that we made for it on my portfolio, and I figured just to be safe, if anybody who's looking at my website Google's Uncharted Archive, I don't want the first result to be How to Suck Your Dick, a video with me going in like the first 2 minutes. So yeah, just to be safe.
Oh, dude, that would
I put that unlisted until I got a job, and now it's back up because I figured nobody's going to be checking my portfolio now.
Yeah,
I hope.
Yeah, dude, it's quarantine. I mean, hey, honestly, since we've made it public again, like a couple weeks ago, it's already gotten 50,000 views. So when we made the Jack the Blowjob Instructor video, where where we reviewed, yeah, when we made that video, the comments were at like 120, I think. Now it's at 1,000. There's so much shit to go over, dude. It's crazy. But yeah, we got to make a video of that shit eventually. That'll be funny. But enough about this How to Suck Your Own Dick video. I feel like we've talked about it enough on this channel. Yeah, Noah, how does it make you feel that 900,000 fucking people have searched up on YouTube How to Suck Your Own Dick, and they click it, and the first thing they see is us? They got a rock hard boner by the time they click on our video, and then they see us. Imagine how many people... Dude,
how many boners have we killed with that video? Take a poll. Comment below. How many boners do you think we've killed with that video, guys?
Okay, no, shut up. There's so many options here. Let's go over this. We either killed their boner. Okay, that's option one.
Yeah.
The most likely.
Or we made it stronger and more powerful than ever before. Which is, let's be honest, the most likely option. I mean, come on.
No.
Look at us.
Yeah, so it's either boner was killed, they just nutted immediately because they couldn't resist. We were just so attractive. Or it basically like the video is like a visual Viagra, and their boner just wouldn't go away.
Anyway, I'm sure this conversation here is illustrating just how bored we both are being in quarantine. So let me ask you, what have you been up to since we've been stuck in the house for the past 30 days?
Well, yeah, it's not anything interesting. Like, I'm sure most of you guys are all, in that same boat. But I'm basically just going in between my parents' place, like, houses, because they're divorced. So other than doing that, like, when I'm at each house, I'm not really doing much. Doing some work around the house and doing some reading and watching YouTube videos and Netflix and I don't know, all that shit. I haven't really been talking to too many people, like friends and stuff. Hasn't, like, a couple, but like not really.
I mean,
as much as you'd think. Like, most of my best friends I haven't really been talking to other than Nuno, but I've kind of just been doing my own thing. But honestly, like, the quarantine hasn't really affected me too much, just because I've kind of dealt with it before. Like, I've had a few really bad concussions, and for those people that don't know, when you have a bad concussion, you basically have to, well, I mean, it depends on the person, but if you have a reaction where you can't like like you can't handle like a lot of light and noise and you're sensitive to all that stuff, you basically just have to stay in a dark room until your brain heals. So I've done that before, so I'm kind of used to the feeling of being trapped in my house.
I mean,
So,
I know one other thing you've been doing.
yep, I've been doing you in the ass as much as I can.
Sure. I wish. If only we weren't quarantined.
Dude, if we weren't in quarantine, we'd be making a video on RedTube by now.
It's true. It's true. And
For those of you who haven't donated, fucking donate already.
And we wonder why people accuse us of being gay for each other in the comments. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I can
Speaking
see
of
why.
gay, let's go to The Last of Us.
But yeah,
okay.
I've basically just been doing the same shit as you, to be honest. University got shut down now, so I've been doing the rest of my classes online from home. And I've basically just been doing schoolwork, working out, playing video games, talking to my girlfriend, who lives 2 hours away, by the way. So I've been making good use out of that video that we made. I've really been following those tutorial steps well. And yeah, just been kind of a boring life, I guess. Not really much else to do. Yeah. So, and of course, the one thing that was going to save us from all of this boredom, The Last of Us Part 2, has been delayed yet again indefinitely. So, should we talk a little bit about that?
Sure. What are your thoughts?
I don't know, man. I just feel like this game has kind of been cursed since it was first announced. First, there was all the controversy over like the female characters and Ellie's sexuality and all that sort of stuff. As soon as all of that went away, it came up that the game was not going to have a factions mode. Then it got delayed. Then it got delayed again. And then after the second delay, all these stories came out saying that basically the delays were because management has no clue what they're doing, and they've been losing animators and programmers and employees left and right, and that they've been having to hire on a bunch of like interns to try to desperately finish the game. And then, of course, once they finally managed to finish it, it's Outbreak Day, and now the apocalypse is coming true for real, so games have been delayed forever. And yeah, I don't know. It's just been a really shitty 4 years. And I still think the game's going to be great when we actually get to see it, but it would have been a great thing to have in this time where there's not really much else to do or much else to play aside from Warzone. I don't think there's really been many other new games recently. So yeah.
Well, yeah, because if the game came out when it was supposed to in February, we would have had it in time, right?
Even if it came out on its
nice.
new date, which was I think April, it would have been fine. We would have probably had it sometime soon. And, would have tided us over through the really boring parts of the quarantine. But,
yeah.
I think it's unfortunate, especially considering this delay is purely for financial reasons on Sony's part. Same reason why the new Bond movie was delayed and all that. But, business is business, so I can't exactly say I'm shocked.
Yeah, no, it's everything, right? Everything's getting delayed. But, yeah, let's talk about The Last of Us. Yeah, it's unfortunate that all that stuff's happened. It's it's classic Naughty Dog to delay something a million fucking times. But yeah,
I mean, yeah, if you guys haven't seen the articles that came out, one of the animators who used to work on the team basically spilled the beans on how like dysfunctional and badly organized their internal structure is, and outlined. Hold on, let me find the article. I think his exact quote was, "If this was any other studio, the game would have been out over a year ago." So that kind of just illustrates like some of the frustration that's going on inside the studio.
yeah,
you were saying?
I'd be frustrated too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my thoughts on the game. Well, yeah, I'm excited for it. I haven't been like too hung up on the coverage on it, on like when it's gonna come out, like, and all the drama that's going on behind the scenes, just because I haven't really been that invested in it. But I don't know, like I'm hoping. Okay, so 2 years ago we made a podcast with Petey where we talked about some controversy with The Last of Us, about all the SJW stuff and all the like all the LGBTQ characters they're bringing in and uh, and showing off. But I didn't really get to say too much on the topic just because I didn't. So all three of us, we talked about a video Robin Gaming made about Naughty Dog's secret agenda that Robin Gaming had seen from his eyes, and I knew nothing about it, to be honest, because I hadn't paid attention. I've never really been one to pay too much attention to a game in its development, other than Uncharted, because that's the only game I've cared that much about. But yeah, so I never really got to give my thoughts on the video and all that was going on with the characters on the game. I kind of agreed with what you and Petey were saying, because on the surface of it, I did agree with what you guys said, but I also didn't have a lot of information at the time, so I was kind of, ill-informed on the topic. And I've definitely changed my views on a lot of things just in general the last 2 years, because everyone can change quite a bit in 2 years. But so I figured, hey, it's been bugging me for 2 years that I didn't get to say much on the topic, so I'm going to say it now. So in terms of all that SJW, LGBTQ stuff for the game, as long as it doesn't affect the actual story and doesn't make you basically roll your eyes and think to yourself, oh my god, can we just get back to the fucking game, please? Like, enough of this shit. I'm fine with it. But at the same time, I am to an extent, because that isn't the point of the game. Like, if they created the game, if The Last of Us was built off of that structure, that there were LGBTQ characters into this story and made you invest in it, then maybe it'd be different. But like, the fact that the simplicity of the story is Joel, Ellie, their bond, and to bring in all that extra stuff, like bringing in, a love interest for Ellie that is also a girl. They're lesbians. Okay, yeah, I get that. That works. As long as they do it, and then also like all the LGBTQ characters that they casted for the game, as long as they serve the story properly and that their main focus isn't their sexuality or their gender, and they're not trying to just shove their face like, oh my god, like, yeah, I'm transgender and I'm better than you and support me, or I hate you, like all that shit, it's fine. I just don't want it to take over the game, and I definitely don't want it to be the new main theme. Like, I don't want the theme to change to that, because that's not what the game is, and that's not what people bought the first game for, and that's definitely not what the people want to buy the second game for. So we shall see what it ends up looking like. Noah and I for sure will make videos when the game comes out, reviewing the campaign, and yeah, we'll see. I hope it's good. I hope they don't. I mean, they've never really bugged me that much with all that stuff. Like Uncharted 4, they were creeping into that territory with some stuff, and I definitely see where Robin's coming from with a lot of his points. But we just don't know, right? We got to see the game, but we shall see. And I'm definitely excited for the release, whenever the fuck that is. Who knows? Because, the good old Corona and Naughty Dog combined equals a game that never comes out. So
apparently, I still have faith that it's going to be good. I just hope that all this stuff teaches Naughty Dog to, I guess, create a more sustainable creative process that we can keep having games like this 10, 20 years in the future. But otherwise, I don't really have much more to say about it until it comes out, because who really knows how it's going to turn out.
Yeah.
Well, so what else have you been playing other than not The Last of Us Part 2?
Well, funny story. I haven't been playing fucking anything because Sony banned my fucking account. Uh, like 6 months ago. Yeah, so one day randomly I got a charge on my credit card bill for like $30 on the PlayStation Store, and I hadn't even signed into my account for like a month at that time. So I knew I didn't buy anything. I knew it was a mistake. So I called Sony. I'm like, hey, so I didn't buy this game or whatever it was. And I mean, you guys can even check. I haven't even signed into my account in a month. Like I didn't go on the PlayStation Store. I didn't buy this game. So there was obviously a mistake. So can you guys refund me? Because I didn't purchase this. And they're like, no, there's no refunds. Can't help you. I'm like, all right. I mean, obviously there was more to it than that, but I'll just sum it up with that because that was the result of the conversation. But so I called my credit card company, and they sorted it out for me, and then they got me the money back. And then probably like a week later, I tried to sign in to my PSN to play a game, and I couldn't. I got this error on the top right of my screen with like, you know, you get some PSN errors, and then it shows you like some random long ass code, and then you can search up what the fuck it means. So I did that. I couldn't find anything on the internet. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is my account not signing in? So I called Sony again, and they were like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but we don't know anything about that. Sorry, we can't help you. I'm like, Nibba, did you petty motherfuckers ban my account because I got my money back? so anyways, they didn't budge, and I kind of just gave up because I'm like, whatever, I don't care. Checked it a month later, still couldn't sign in, and that probably would have been November. So I haven't even been able to sign. I haven't even checked since then. So I haven't really been playing any games, to be honest. The last game I played was Uncharted 3 in the beginning of September when it just got shut down. So what games I've been playing, Nunu? I've been playing no fucking games. It's been great.
Uncharted 3. So sad.
Yeah, my gaming life died with Uncharted 3.
I still just looking at Nathan Drake's booty and those sexy, sexy desert pants. I mean,
I miss looking at Chloe's ass.
It was better in Uncharted 2.
In Uncharted 2. Yeah, Uncharted 2.
Speaking of
Dude,
that,
Drake
speaking
and
of that,
Chloe
the Naughty
scene
Dog
was
collection
porn,
was
dude.
free
It was
on
like video
PlayStation Plus a couple months ago. I don't know. I hope most of you guys downloaded it. So, yeah, I'm still trying to get through Drake's Fortune right now because, to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of that game. And, you know, I'm already ready for Chloe's butt in 4K. That's really why we're here, let's be honest. But no, actually, though, I'm just trying to get through Drake's Fortune so I can get to Uncharted 2 because I love that game. It's one of the few games that I've actually platinumed, along with, well, Modern Warfare 2 with you, and
yeah.
I think Battlefield 4 and a couple of others. And I also, the Uncharted 3 campaign, I haven't played, I think, since it came out, like 9 years ago. So it'll be cool to actually go back and replay that. Oh, speaking of Modern Warfare 2, they remastered the campaign now. No multiplayer or Spec Ops, but there's a rumor that actually might be coming soon. So if it does, we're buying that shit for sure. And we're getting all 69 stars again because I think we've talked about this before, but playing Spec Ops was like basically our childhood.
Yeah, it was.
Big part of it anyway.
Well, dude, like we definitely talked about this in a video before, but we'll do it. I'll say it again just because it's funny. So for 2 summers straight, so Noah and I met in 2008 when I moved across the street from him, and it was probably, so Modern Warfare 2 came out in 2009, so it would have been probably like a year after the game came out. So yeah, summer of 2010 and 2011. Both summers literally consisted of this every day. We wake up at like 10 o'clock at each, like, okay, so I'll start over. So there was a public swimming at the Magna Center, which is the place where I became a pedophile.
I feel like that needs some context. Go watch our first ever flashbacks video and you'll understand, because I promise he's not a real pedo. Well, as far as I know.
Yeah. I'm not a real pedophile.
It's a really funny story though.
Yeah. But anyways, the Magna Center is like public swimming area and like a sporting complex. Anyways, so they had a public swimming all summer from 11 to 1. So we would go to that every fucking day, and then afterwards we'd get like sour watermelon candies from the vending machines and like these like O. Henry milkshakes. And we'd go back to one of our houses and literally play Spec Ops for like the entire day. And then we'd have a sleepover at that house. And then the next day it'd be the same thing, but we'd be sleeping over at the other person's house.
And I remember
and just kept going back and forth.
And we were also really into the split screen and like 1v1ing. But I don't know if you guys remember, but in that game, split screen didn't have everything unlocked. You had to level up just like you did in the campaign. So Cole and I... Mostly Cole, because the game was at his house. We would literally set up a game with like 4 empty controllers and boost and like run around Rust getting headshots and kills with guns so we could level up and unlock attachments. Yeah, oh my god, think about how many hours we spent just boosting in a split screen game. Oh.
A lot of hours.
All those hours that we'll never get back.
I could check.
It was worth it though.
Dude, I could literally check what levels we are.
It was hilarious. Anyway, yeah. So basically, moral of the story: we loved that game. I probably spent more hours playing split screen and Spec Ops with you than I did in the actual multiplayer, easily.
Yeah, same.
And yeah, if they ever remaster Spec Ops, I'm getting all 69 stars again, and I guarantee we're just gonna blast through that shit because we're pretty much fucking experts at this point.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we platinumed that shit together, right?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, what was the last one we beat? I think Wet Work was. Because that one... Oh, God, that level pissed me off.
I'm trying to remember which one was the hardest. Was it Wet Work?
Yeah, the one where you have to breach the rooms at the beginning and the end.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That was definitely the last one. I remember how
we got to the point we were so good that we could blow through the level. We'd get to the end in like 3 minutes straight, easy. No downs or anything. And then we kept failing at the last breach like 5 times in a row. And by the end, I was about ready to throw my controller through the TV. Every time either one of us would shoot a hostage or we wouldn't be fast enough. And, yeah.
Dude, that just reminded me of a time. Okay, so guys, this is a funny story. So one time I went over to Noah's house and so his TV is set up. You could actually see what it looks like if you watch the Hot Boys challenge where we eat hot food.
It's a lot better now.
You can see
a new setup with the new TV hung
Actually, yeah, you can see it in the background of your video right now, can't you?
Yeah, it's similar. I rearranged stuff, but
yeah.
Just think of this setup, but everything about it was worse, basically.
Okay. Anyway, so Noah's TV was on a stand, like on a on his wall, and then he has like this cabinet on the floor, right? And he had all his games and all that shit all over the place. Anyways, I come over to his house one day, and I see like this massive fucking like this massive hole like in his fucking cabinet, like on the top shelf, and I'm like, what the fuck did you do? And he's like, oh, I kicked the shit out of it. I was so fucking mad because I couldn't beat this fucking mission.
It was I
don't know.
It was the mission in GTA 4 where you have to chase someone on a motorcycle. And I played it 20 times in a row, and I was about to beat it, and I got T-boned by a random car. I got so mad. I was like, and put a fucking hole in the table. Oh, God damn it. God damn it.
I don't know why I found it so funny, but just walking into his room and then seeing like a fucking hole in his little
Screw GTA 4. It was like it was one of those little IKEA cube looking shelf things. I don't know. I'll put a link to a picture of it in the description if you really want to see. It's just a cheap IKEA shelf.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why I found that so funny, because I could just picture you doing it. Because I've seen you rage before.
Yeah. It's like I had my foot resting on the table. It's easy to just be like, I'm just chilling.
Just lift it and smash.
You didn't see that, Cole, but
let's talk about that.
Imitated kicking my desk. Anyway, yeah, let's move
let's
on
talk about let's talk about what our habits are with raging. Okay, The thing that I would do the most when I raged on Uncharted 3. Okay, so I would
Just
either
yell the N-word.
no, well, yeah, but no. No, physically I'm talking about. I would either like full on just fucking smash my hand on the desk, like on my table, or I'd probably yeah, I did that with controllers actually, because I remember I've split open controllers so many times.
Yeah, all of Cole's controllers are fucked. Trying to record cinematics at his house, I'd like have the controller on the table and the camera would just move because the joystick was totally destroyed.
Yeah. Here, guys, this is just an example, or just to show how little I've played games. There's like so much dust on this controller. Anyways, so this is a good controller, but all my PS3 controllers are fucked. I would literally smash my controllers like this on the table, like the left side, I guess, and literally this part would split open. Oh my god, I have so many broken controllers because I would fucking smash them. So I would smash them, or I'd like just hit my hand on the table, or I'd like hit my knee on the bottom of the table and lift the whole table, or I'd just full on throw my controller. I've thrown my controllers before playing Uncharted. Like I punched my monitor once too. That was funny. I've done a lot of stupid shit raging, but I kind of wish I had face cam when I did all those classic Uncharted 3 rage videos, because you guys would have seen how fucking mad I was. Oh my god.
Yeah, and that wasn't even played up. That's
I got
legit.
so mad. Oh yeah, a lot of people ask me if it was like fake. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Ask Noah. Like I raged so fucking hard on that game.
Yeah, the Uncharted 3 addiction video is barely a dramatization of real life.
I couldn't. No, like
that's pretty much how you literally used to act.
No, dude, that raging portion when you're like uncontrollable rage.
That was an understatement.
I couldn't get, dude. I wasn't even raging. Like, I wouldn't even classify that as raging. That was just me trying to rage because I don't have I didn't have any emotion, like, at the time. Like, it was hard for me to play it up because, like, I haven't actually been that invested in the game. Like, you have to really care about something to get that pissed off. I just didn't care. So it was really hard for me to play up that I cared. But, oh my god, back in the day when I was addicted to the game and I was clip hunting and I was trying to get clips, oh my god.
Yeah, moral of the story, this kid would get
rage
pissed.
My ass off. I'd be so mad. My mom would get so pissed at me. Holy shit. Like, I'd say probably twice a week, she'd sit me down and be like, Cole, I know you're getting older and you know, you're starting to swear more, but fucking tone it down. Like, you're waking me up. You're waking me up some nights because you're fucking swearing, like, over and over and over and over and over. And it's getting ridiculous. Like, you need to stop. I'm like, but Mom, I didn't hit the clip.
That could have been a quad feed, Mom. You don't understand.
Exactly, dude. That's how it was. But yeah.
Yeah.
Should we announce the video that we're going to make? Or no?
Yeah, fuck it. If anybody actually makes it this far into the podcast, they deserve to have a little teaser.
All right, so for those of you who and not a lot of people actually watch the video, unfortunately, but for those of you who watch the Uncharted 3 addiction video, where we basically do this PSA on this character, me, who's addicted to the voice cracked, who is addicted to the game, and has to deal with, oh my god, my voice is cracking over and over again. It's because I'm losing my voice. Has to deal with their addiction. So we're gonna do a video with the same character, and it's basically gonna be like post Uncharted 3, like how he's dealing with the fact that his favorite game is shut down and he can't play it anymore, and the fact that he's coping with it
in the middle of the quarantine without his favorite game.
Yeah, so we're gonna make that video as soon as we are able to. We don't know when that'll be, but we're so excited to make it, because honestly, throughout that whole summer of 2018 when we made all those videos, the Uncharted 3 addiction video was by far our favorite video to make all around. It was so much fun. So
yeah, I also want to make more video. Skits and stuff, like the like that little Uncharted 3 montage parody thing that we made in that forest. More videos like that, not Uncharted based necessarily, but I thought those were super fun to film. So hopefully once the outside becomes a thing again, we can actually go do more of that.
Yeah.
Just kind of make fun shit. But yeah, there's a little teaser for you guys there.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We're definitely going to try to do some fun stuff on the channel. Because, you know, we do make... I mean, I joked at the beginning of the video about us not making videos because we don't like you. I mean, as true as that is...
You sound like Petey now. Talking to you.
No, I know. I know, dude. I still have a sense of humor with a couple of things because he just did it so much with me that it just kind of rubbed off and just, like, became... Sometimes I do that. Whatever. Yeah, we don't really we just don't have time to do videos most of the time, unfortunately. But for sure, we'll try to do some stuff this year because we miss it. It's fun to do. Like, we genuinely miss it. Like, we've been trying to record this podcast for what, like 2 months now.
Mm-hmm. It's been hard.
Because we wanted to do it in person, but we can't, obviously. So we had to do it this way. But we waited as long as possible. Like, we wanted to do the face cam or like in-person podcast like a month and a half ago. We tried to, and then shortly after the quarantine started with a lot of people and jobs started, like people starting to get laid off. So we just figured, yeah, it probably isn't best to hang out now. Like, it's too late, especially because just like I don't really want to put people in my house I'm with at risk either if Noah whatever encountered someone who had it. So we don't really have anyone in the house, which is the smart thing to do, which is what everyone should be doing. So we figured, play it safe, do it when all this is done. But goddamn, we had a big problem with that, so we decided, fuck it. We're gonna do it over the phone with our own face cams.
Fuck it.
See
we'll
how
do
it
it the
comes
shitty
out.
way, and hey, it'll still be entertaining, I guess.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And Noah, so throughout this quarantine, Noah's been growing his hair out, so that's why it looks retarded.
Yeah,
I've been
I
growing
look
out my
homeless
beard,
right now.
which is why I look retarded. I got the nice pedo stash, the nice goat beard, the peach fuzz,
I don't know, man. I think I might have you beat
neck fuzz.
with whatever this shit is.
Dude, I look like a fucking idiot. You do not have me beat.
Well, actually, I don't know how you look right now. I can't see you, but I know how your pedo stash looks once you grow it out. So, you know, you might be right.
Dude,
It's
if I
pretty
had this
fucking
pedal
funny.
stash back when I went to the Magna Center to fucking get you to pay attention to me over through the glass, 100% they would have thought I was a pedophile.
You would have been in the back of the police car before I could even get over there, for sure.
Yeah, but lucky for me, I was too young to be able to grow any facial hair, so I wasn't able to do that. But,
Yeah, you were young
yeah.
enough, you'd still be the target of the pedos.
Honestly, probably. How old was I? I'm trying to remember. I think I was 14, 13. I don't remember. I don't know.
Oh,
Whatever. It's a while ago. All right, what else should we talk about? What is there?
I mean, we already kind of touched on Uncharted 3 shutting down, so we could talk a little bit about Departure and our thoughts on that
Sure.
now that we're so far removed.
Yeah, you start. I've done a lot of talking in the last 20 minutes.
Sure. I mean, for me, anyway, when we made that montage, I didn't really care about how many views and likes it was going to get. I wasn't doing it for the clout. To me, I just wanted to do it as more of a personal thing, as a way to send off this game that's been such a big part of our life. So to see the amount of views even that it got, and just to see all the comments and responses, people in the comments like reminiscing over all the good times they had, talking about how much the game meant to them, it just feels really good, and I'm really happy that we made it. And looking back, I still think it's one of our better videos. Not necessarily for like the production value, but just for what the montage meant. But I also think it was pretty well edited too. I'm really happy with how the cinematics turned out. So yeah.
Yeah.
You probably have more to add to that than me,
Yeah. I don't know. Like okay. We worked on that video. By the time we started it, I mean, I finished my like just the basic editing for that like for my part back in I think early 2018, maybe even earlier, but whatever. We the production of that video has gone on for a while, so we kind of knew what it was for quite a bit of time, but
We've
okay,
had
one
the
second. I just
idea
got.
in our head, in the name in our head, actually
Oh
before
my
Uncharted
god,
3
you've got
even
to be
shut
kidding me.
down. Like, we were planning on doing a final montage years ago. And then having the game actually go away was kind of a good motivation to finally do it.
Okay, Noah, you're not gonna like what I'm about to say. My fucking video never started, so we're just gonna keep going with the video.
Oh, well, that's convenient because mine ran out of space about 10 minutes ago. So.
Yeah, in terms of my thoughts on Departure, for sure. Like it was, you know, it was being made for a while, and the whole point of it really was, it wasn't so much to wow everyone with our editing skills. If anything, it was just to kind of symbolize what the channel means to us, like in terms of all the good times that we had. I mean, it's kind of hard to show that off in an Uncharted 3 montage, like, but we definitely did that in Noah's part. Like, that was the main focus of Noah's part, was to make it more personal, and we definitely did that, and it came out really well. Like, it did better than I thought it would, to be honest with you. Like, it really came out awesome, and I still watch it, like, I don't know, at least at once a week. Like, I'm so proud of that video. Like, it definitely, it makes it makes all of the work we put into the channel worth it, being able to look back at that video and feel like, yes, we actually, it meant something that we put all this effort into it. But it was yeah, it was, the editing was good for sure. It wasn't amazing by any means. It was solid, and I think that symbolizes, or that represents us, like in terms of, like, I don't know how to explain this, in terms of like the work we put into the channel. I think we put a solid amount of work into it, and we're both happy with the progression of like our editing skills, and being able to talk in front of a camera and interacting with each other on video, and just like everything got better over time, and being able to have a video where we could even look back, say 10 years down the line, and we think one random day, oh my god, like I remember when I was 15 and I was making a YouTube videos with my friend Noah about, you know, for a Defy YouTube channel clan, and we were a bunch of kids, and it was a great time, but oh my god, I don't even remember what that was like. Oh wait, I have a video that I could literally go back and watch, and immediately get all those memories back within just one video. I think that's the main focus of Departure, was what, for Noah and I more specifically, like we wanted a video that we could at any point in time, ooh, voice crack again, any point in time go back and be able to reflect and be proud of the work that we've done, and be like, yeah, it was all worth it. And yeah, for me, that video definitely does it.
Exactly.
So,
Couldn't say it any better myself.
I'm sure you could have. I stumbled and mumbled over my words a couple times.
Yeah,
But that's what happens when you get an emotional feeling. You can't talk properly. That just goes to show how well we did.
And the meaning was there, and that's the important part.
Yeah. Yep. It didn't get many views. Like, what's it, 700 views or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah. It got quite a few comments, though. And to me, that's the more important part. It
Yeah.
had 777 views and 73 comments. So,
Yeah, I mean, that's what you can expect, right? Because in reality, not a lot of people were left in the community to even see it. Like, a lot of people who were prominent and big in the community when it was at its peak probably haven't even seen the video, so. But whatever, that's fine. Again, it's the video. The main focus was to make it for Noah and I to watch it, and the secondary was to share it with you guys. So we accomplished both, and we're definitely happy with it for sure.
me too. Definitely.
Yeah. So, anyways, I feel like that's a good way to end the video, and just end it off there, and let you guys know that we are definitely going to do this again once we're able to get together and do it in person. Make some more videos this summer. Sorry, I burped. Hope you guys stay safe and enjoyed the video if you actually got through it. So
Yeah, guys.
with that, I'm signing off. So I'll give it to you, Noah.
Yeah, guys. Thanks for making it to the end if you did. Just know we haven't forgotten about the channel or about you, and we're going to try to make more videos as soon as we can and do more stuff like this. So yeah, thanks for watching. You have your audio recording, right?